Friends, I welcome and felicitate all of you this morning when we have assembled to celebrate the 62nd Republic Day of India. It's my privilege now to read out to you extracts from the address to the nation delivered by the President of India, Her Excellency Srimati Pt.I. Patil last evening. My fellow citizens, on the eve of our 62nd Republic Day, I extend my warmest greetings to all of you across the country and also to those living abroad. I convey my special greetings to the members of armed forces and paramilitary forces who guard our frontiers and to our internal security forces. I also compliment every citizen from every walk of life for contributing to the process of nation building. हमारे देश के इतिहास में 26 जनवरी का दिन एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण दिन है, जब हम ऐसे आजाद भारत की स्थापना का उत्सव मनाते हैं जो कि न्याय तथा समानता के सिद्धांतों पर स्थापित गणतंत्र है। आज के दिन हम ऐसा देश प्रदान करने के लिए अपने स्वतंत्रता संग्राम सेनानियों के बलिदान तथा अपने राष्ट्र निर्माताओं के कार्यों को कृतज्ञता से याद करते हैं। जहां हमारी गरिमा तथा स्वतंत्रता की गारंटी संविधान के अंतर्गत दी गई है, यह एक ऐसा अवसर भी होना चाहिए जब हम खुद को सौहार्द, शांति तथा भाईचारा कायम करने के लिए फिर से समर्पित करें। सबसे अधिक यह समय इसके आत्ममूल्यांकन का है कि हमारी यात्रा अभी तक कैसी रही है तथा हम किस दिशा में बढ़ रहे हैं। For our achievement, the foremost credit goes to the drive and the dedicated hard work of millions of men and women of our country. We are witness to the increasing influence of India and its steady economic growth that has brought prosperity to an increasing number of people. We can be proud of our successes, but there are many significant tasks that are yet to be accomplished. In particular, the pledge to empower the poor and the marginalized sections of our population so that they too can become a part of the growth story of our nation. Dear citizens, among our remarkable accomplishments has been an unwavering adherence to democracy. For us, democracy is the article of faith, important both as a basic pillar of our republic and as a guarantor of our freedoms. Its sustenance is essential for the identity of India, hailed as the largest democracy in the world and one that functions well even in situations of multiple complexities. We must not only reinforce democratic institutional processes but also refrain from any action wittingly or unwittingly doing anything that dilutes or is detrimental to democracy. Dear citizens, as a nation, our aim is to grow and to create a just society. Our goal of poverty eradication and of inclusive growth that embraces the disadvantaged and marginalized section of society can be achieved when our actions are guided by a social conscience and are not devoid of sensitivity. We are seeking good governance and a people-centric administration. In this, careless and casual attitudes in the sphere of public service are unacceptable. Delivery systems with schemes and programs that promote the welfare of the people and inspire economic growth should have inbuilt mechanisms for greater transparency and accountability. Education, health and skill building efforts will create productive human resources for the future. Urban and rural development schemes will make our cities and villages sustainable habitats. Programs for women, the youth, the girl child, the differently abled and marginalized sections of society will equip them to avail of opportunities and face the future with confidence. We need to address the problems of orphans and street children as well as of the old and destitute. For the successful welfare schemes, the total sum of developmental funds must reach the intended beneficiaries. Corruption is the enemy of development and of good governance. Instead of getting lost in this mire, it is necessary to rise above it and seriously look at bringing systemic changes to deal with this issue more effectively. Financial institutions, the corporate world and civil society all must uphold high standards of probity in their working. Only a genuine partnership between the government and its people can bring about positive change to create a just society. Fellow citizens, it is heartening that our economy is progressing at a stable pace and that even in the face of difficult circumstances during global financial downturn, its performance was appreciable. We are now returning to the pre-crisis growth pattern and are confident of growing at over 9% next year. All sectors of the economy will be contributors to our growth trajectory. However, rising inflation, particularly rise in food prices, is a cause of serious concern and draws attention to urgent need to take suitable action and also look at more innovative approaches towards food security, agriculture production and rural development. The Green Revolution, which made our nation self-sufficient in food grains, has run its course. We need a second Green Revolution that maximizes productivity and yet generates income and employment opportunities for the rural population. In agriculture, as in all other fields, we need innovations more than ever before. The decade has been designated as a decade of innovation in India. In a situation of rapidly moving global knowledge economy, our pace of research must accelerate. Development and progress requires an environment of stability and security. The work of our police and internal security agencies is critical in this field, as also is our cooperation and dialogue with our neighbors for stability in the region and with the international community to create a peaceful world. Terrorism poses the single most detrimental threat to the progress of humankind. There is a crucial need for concerted action by all members of the international community to eradicate the threat of terrorism. India's profile in global affairs is the focus of international attention today. As India assumes its seat as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council, it will intensify efforts to effect concerted and collective global action against terrorism and will also work with a deep sense of responsibility on all global issues. Fellow citizens, many developments in the last few years have brought to our attention the importance of united action to achieve our goals, besides emphasizing the need to continue to adhere to the basic values of our country. Here I am reminded of some lines of a well-known poem. Daya, Ahimsa, Prem Bhav Ki Sada Triveni Bahe, which means compassion, non-violence, goodwill may always flow in unison. With these words, I once again greet all fellow citizens on the occasion of Republic Day. Jai Hind! Friends,